I went up there, it was locked. I couldn't get in. Yeah, I went up there. It was
All right, everybody who's here today, I want to thank you for coming down, all right?
Yes.
It's critical that we do things like this. I don't know if you've been listening to the press, I don't know if you've been watching TV and following this debate that's going on down in Washington, but what did Peter King say about his district? He said that nobody in his election district is opposed to Obamacare. He sits there down in Washington and he ran. He ran as a Republican conservative. A conservative. He says that he is in favor of conservative values, yet he votes like what?
A liberal.
He votes like a liberal. He sat there and he complained about what was going on in the Senate. He specifically targeted Ted Cruz for having the audacity to actually stand up and do what's right. It did not matter. It did not matter whether the actions of Cruz in the Senate would have impacted the vote. It was important that the people of this country got to hear what was going on down there, that got to hear what was wrong with this. How many people out there have tried to look at what's happening with their health care? I'm a small businessman.
it's free.
I found out that my premiums are tripling, and my deductibles are going up to $20,000. That's not a reduction in care.
That's not coverage.
Basically, what it does is it prices me out of the marketplace. And the reality of what's happening down there with Obamacare is this. They complain about 20,000 Americans who don't have health care. They passed this law, 20 million. But at the end of this, there's going to be 20 million people without health care. But instead of it being illegal aliens and people who can't afford health care, it's going to be middle-class people, hardworking business owners, and people in the middle class who are going to be doing without health care. So we just want to make sure that Peter King knows what we're here for. We want to make sure that he sees that there are people in his district opposed to Obamacare. And we're demanding that Peter King go down there and recognize that what's going on in the Senate and the House is important to this country. He needs to oppose the Democrat majority down there in the Senate. Even though he's on the House side, he needs to throw his support over there to the Senate, because that's where the power is. That's where this is going to be decided. And whether or not the Democrats in the Senate force through this bill, it doesn't matter. In this country, we have what's called the loyal opposition for our entire history. Just because you're out of power does not mean you're powerless. And we expect people who are on the other side, who are supposed to be the opposition, to stand for the opposition, talk for the opposition, and fight for the opposition.
Time to stand with America.
We have a House majority. If the House stands,
Yes.
if the House has guts, you'll win it. You'll kill it.
That's right.